comment.
Have you had pizza?
That's a great one.
Please.
Please let us know. Did it change your life? Hey everyone, welcome to the Showbiz Pop 5. I'm your host, Whitney Danhauer.
I'm Lauren Anderson. We have survived New York Comic Con 2022 and we are back
Barely.
ready to talk about Bachelor in Paradise. I just want to start by respectfully saying 4 hours of Bachelor in Paradise is too many hours for me. It's just too much.
Yeah, I don't have that much spare time to dedicate to the.
I've got a lot to watch, okay?
And again, I have tons of stuff to watch, and I mean, this is not at the top of my list. So, but we are going over the 5 biggest points that we want to talk about from the last 4 hours of the show, which feels like 10 years of our lives. Last night, we finally got to meet Salley. And I don't know if people remember Salley. Do you remember her from Clayton season?
No, because she was there for 3 seconds.
Yeah, but do you remember that happening?
I didn't until they brought it up. I really only remember people that like go far or if they make like a big stink about it.
There was all these rumors going around that she was engaged, and then she showed up at Clayton season. It was the day of her wedding that she had broken off and she just couldn't go through with it, blah, blah, blah. Well, we get to Bachelor in Paradise and Genevieve is just running that mouth about Salley at Stagecoach with Justin, which at this point I do not know why she cared, because she was going for, I get them mixed up, Aaron.
Yes, because I remember that because I think they look like siblings.
Yes, they do. So anyways, Salley finally shows up last night. And I just want to hashtag justice for Salley because I feel like everyone did the girl dirty. I don't really know enough about her to say that I like her as a person, but from what I saw, I felt bad for her. So to clarify, Wells' entire story that he told everybody was not true. Like, it had little bits and pieces, but it was wildly exaggerated. So for one, he said, a guy answered her door and they didn't know who it was. Well, it was her roommate. And then they said, well, a producer took her to a guy's house. And then she was in there for 4 hours and she locked the producer in the trunk, which no, she didn't. And it was 10 minutes.
I mean, if anybody bought that.
Right. And it was really 10 minutes and it was her ex, but they have a business relationship. So she was squaring something away for while she was going to be gone. Then they said she was on the phone at the airport with her boyfriend or with her ex. No, she wasn't. She was on the phone with someone. She operates some spinal surgery machine, and she was on the phone with someone that was covering for her. And they didn't have the proper training. So her work called her and was basically like, what do we do? You're not here, and this person doesn't know what they're doing. So that was, why they were talking about that. And then something happened with her luggage where one piece did make it to Mexico and one piece got sent back to South Carolina, where she's from or where she lives. The suitcase that everyone saw open up was not Salley's. And
you could tell that was like audio equipment was in there, filming equipment was in there. That wasn't a suitcase.
Waffle iron. It was a waffle iron. Yeah. So the producers definitely told the girls to go in and go through it, which was still kind of rude. And apparently Salley had come to Mexico to get her bag. And I guess they convinced her to at least come on for a little bit. She did. When she was walking down, she overheard Wells's story. She had basically said she didn't want to talk about any of that. Mm-hmm. And she overheard it and she got upset. And basically they made a laughing stock out of her. They said she had explosive diarrhea, and all this stuff, which is really mean. So
it is mean, but I feel like you also have to know going into this, you're at the mercy of these people. They're going to do whatever they can.
Me, the one person out here, my opinion matters. We should clear the air for Salley.
No, I felt like that was a really good, I appreciated the recap. I felt like you lived it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to step in and make a second point about Salley and talk about what she didn't want talked about, but it's what the internet's talking about. And I wanted to know who her ex-fiance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So yes, you said she left Clayton's season the weekend she was supposed to go home to marry this guy who is a neurosurgeon. That's where their business relationship comes in. His name is Avery Buchholz. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly.
How do you spell that?
Buchholz. Who knows? Look him up. He's He's on the LinkedIn. Okay. According to that LinkedIn, he's a neurosurgeon at Lexington Brain and Spine Institute, which is in South Carolina. Mm-hmm. Not Lexington, Kentucky. Not Lexington, Kentucky. Which is like, I was like, oh,
Whitney can go get the inside scoop.
No. Whitney can go talk to him and be like, I'm so sorry, your name was tarnished.
Tarnished.
So that's him. For anybody who was wondering, well, I respectfully find that simple.
I feel like our revealing of this is more in trying to help the poor girl as opposed to,
and like if you didn't want to be part of, I guess you didn't have to go to Mexico to get your suitcase. You could have had somebody handle it.
And in reality, Steve did say that because she had missed 3 flights, which you missed 3 flights in this economy.
That's a sign to me.
In this economy, the producers are paying for 3 flights.
They'll do anything for you. Know how much money they have to fabricate drama? Please. Yeah.
So apparently they just had, according to Reality Steve, they have like a vendetta against her. And they were just basically trying to
that makes me sad a little.
Tacking on to another Salley side point. Can we talk about...
Man, is this a Salley show? I think it is.
Can we talk about Genevieve and Shanae? Because did I not call it when we did our first recap of Bachelor in Paradise? I said they're either going to want to kill each other, or they're going to show up and become best friends. Yeah. And they become best friends, and now we've created a monster because together they're like 2 Regina Georges.
Yeah, it's toxic.
Like, it's real bad. They were just dogging this girl, and I don't even know why Genevieve cares. Why does she care? And Shanae's like, she's not here for the right reasons. Ma'am, who is there for the right reasons? Like, and then the other, like, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, I can't get them, like, I can't tell them apart. Aaron or James, I don't know which one it was. He, like, comes in and he's like, who do we hate? Salley. Okay, got it. And he just starts, like, ripping on her. And I'm like, you were not even here for the most part of the conversation. How did they even know what he's talking about?
It's times like those, I feel like there was, like, a lot. They either, while they were filming, they noticed, like, the camera people weren't around them enough. And they were like, we're not going to get any screen time. So then they fabricate these situations. Yeah. That's my theory. While they're sitting there, and then their drinks are flowing, and they're like, "How can I get more screen time?"
When you've got some alcohol in you, but they really like cornered her.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Kind of. I just felt it was just very high school mean girl, and I'm sure we'll get some stupid Instagram apology story about how we didn't see what really happened. Whatever was on
I so look forward to it.
Like, whatever was on my TV was really mean, guys, and
not cool.
Fell back for her. So you wouldn't want somebody to act like that towards you. So don't do it to other people.
This is not so much mean. It just made me really uncomfortable. It was the date Pizza Pete went on.
He makes me uncomfortable in general.
He just like oozes slime, like slimy personality, and it's just like how are you that? How do you not realize you're talking too much about yourself?
He feels like he should be on like early seasons of Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Like the early seasons, back when they just didn't care and they were just trying to do whatever they could to get screen time.
He could have been Mike Sorrentino when he was the situation. Like, he embodied that personality.
Nobody needs to know that much about pizza.
Oh my God. Well, I want to actually like talk about his brand, his chain of pizza places because they have a ridiculous. So he was talking about how he owns it with his brother, whose name is Bobby. He has a different last name, but they own this company called How You Doing Hospitality Group, which I thought was just silly. Just the silliest name for a business.
How you doing?
Moreover, if you go to their website, which is mypeters.com, because why wouldn't it be?
What? That doesn't make me think that should be a hot dog restaurant.
It sounds sexual, but agree. Also hot dogs. Okay. You can buy t-shirts on this website that say changing lives one slice at a time, which I think he has said at least 10 times in his Bachelor Nation appearances. $30, the low price of $30, people, if you're interested. And then the final thing I just wanted to say about this, aside from the ridiculous shirts and the ridiculous business name.
Wait, can we pause? And you might not know the answer to this question, but
I might. Why
does he think he's changing a life with a slice of pizza?
It must be that good, but I I don't know. I've had some good pizza in my life. I'd have to try it, but I'm not going to knock it because I haven't tried
I
it.
mean, I've had
But
Carmela's upside down prove pie.
yes, and this shout out to Cafe Carmela, which is
Yeah.
a very, very local shout out. I've got to try pizza before I make pizza before I, knock it. But
Yeah.
am I ever going to get down to Boca Raton, Florida to do? Maybe. You never know.
Yeah. And okay, so our final, 5 points. I know that we were previously protect Michael A at all costs, but
Yeah, this pains me.
dude, you're not ready. You're not ready to be on the show. And to borrow a line from Genevieve, you're taking someone's spot that could be. That's not even really.
Are there spots? Because I feel like we've just peppered people. There's no rules.
Don't let anyone in here. Let anyone in this place.
There are no caps to casting this season.
But he's gone. I do feel very bad for him. What he went through.
Me too.
And it's terrible. But go home, man. Go home to your kid. Find love the normal way. Can we just, I have a hard time believe that you're really this invested in this, you believe in this process so much that this is the only reason you're here. What are you doing? Don't complain, when you go home.
I want to protect him, but I'm frustrated by him also.
I know this is a 6th point, but I've got to bring it up.
Please.
People started recycling Ashley and Jared content. We saw that scene twice of her being like, it's amazing. I don't want new footage of them, let alone recycled footage of them on this season. Please, guys, go home.
I don't mind them being there. And they're like lovers getaway vacation. They're already together and
place I would go if I wanted a romantic getaway.
Oh my God, there's no air conditioning.
There's no air conditioning. Everyone around you is single.
The crabs
looking to mingle, which means lots of stuff I wouldn't touch the boom boom room with a 10-foot stick. Anyways, so
what a time
for this week of 4 hours of Bachelor in Paradise, but we'll be back next week.
4 new hours.
4 new hours. Yay. Anyways, we want to know what you guys think about the episodes. Do you think it's too much? Do you want more? Do you want more Ashley and Jared? Do you think Michael A should go home? We have questions and we need your answers. So you can leave them in the comments.
Have you had pizza?
That's a great one. Please let us know. Did it change your life? Could you?
One slice at a time. I doubt it. But if it did, please share.
We need to know. Anyways, you can always find us on socials at Showbiz Cheat Sheet on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us at Cheat Sheet on Twitter, where we will keep you updated with all of our articles in the pop culture world. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope you tune in next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Later, guys.